World leaders have vowed to stand by Ukraine after Friday's heated exchange at the White House. Zelenskyy retweeted support from fellow world leaders following the contentious meeting. Messages coming from France's Emmanuel Macron and the man on course now to be Germany's next chancellor, Friedrich Merz. In a TV interview, Zelenskyy was asked about the exchange.
I can't, change our Ukrainian attitude to Russia. And I don't want they kill us for us. This is very, very clear that Americans are the best of our friends, Europeans are the best of our friends, and Putin with Russian, their enemies. And it doesn't mean that we don't want peace. We just want to recognize the reality.
And CBS News national security contributor Sam Vinograd joins us now with more on this. Sam, what does this meeting today mean for security in Ukraine?
Well, in the short term, we have an outstanding question as to whether President Trump will choose to take any kind of U.S. security assistance off the table for Ukraine based on the turn of events today. This could include the billions of dollars that the United States provides to Ukraine in security assistance, as well as the significant security capabilities and assets that the U.S. has given to Ukraine to protect its sovereignty, whether that's anti-missile defense systems, logistics support, intelligence support, and more. Over the longer term, of course, the larger question is whether the withdrawal of U.S. public support for Ukraine and for Zelenskyy so undermines Ukraine at the negotiating table that Putin is able to sign a quote-unquote peace deal with the U.S. backing it that would enable Putin to really roll over Ukraine going forward. So there are both short and longer-term considerations for Ukraine's security.
So before the meeting took a left turn here, President Trump was asked about Russian President Vladimir Putin. Let's listen.
You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either.
So what does Trump's language, Sam, and tone there today say about his relationship with Putin?
Well, Chanel, Putin and Trump's relationship has been warm and rosy from the get-go. The intelligence community assessed that Vladimir Putin and the Russian government established a preference for President Trump during the 2016 election cycle and sought to get President Trump elected through a variety of means of election interference. From that time on, Trump and Putin had a very friendly relationship. We saw that play out on the world stage, for example, in 2018 in a summit that they held in Helsinki, Finland, where President Trump sided with Vladimir Putin over his own intelligence community about Russian election interference. And to date, we have not heard President Trump really ever criticize Russia, notwithstanding the fact that Russia has been attacking the United States directly through cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, and more for over a decade.
And Sam, one of the big moments from that Oval Office meeting today included this moment where J.D. Vance and President Trump were really pushing for Zelenskyy to say thank you for all this support. If talks break down and the U.S. either stalls or withdraws support at some point, how long can Ukraine keep fighting?
Estimates are just a few months that Ukraine would be able to maintain its current level of fighting against Russia. Now, of course, European allies have been preparing for this potential scenario for some time and looking to see how they could backfill both American dollars as well as American military assets. But it's not a one-for-one exchange. So I do think that the Europeans have ramped up their own scenario planning, but we should assume that there would be a diminution in Ukrainian capabilities on the battlefield very rapidly if the U.S. withdraws support.
Okay, Sam Vinograd, thank you.